So now I'm going to just go ahead and let it finish because I was in debug mode, so I'll just let it resume. You'll see it'll stop periodically. So I'll remove the debugger and just let it continue on. And so what's going to happen is that you should get a bunch of images downloaded to the images folder. And you can see that over here. So refresh it. You'll see a bunch of images downloaded there. And of course, most of these images, as I mentioned, will be the image that we just talked about, basically links to different types of objects that are being downloaded from the PAS website. You don't need to let it run forever. Just to get an idea, you can just let it run for a little bit. And then you can just go ahead and kill the run by right-clicking and terminating the run in the debug window. So I was just simply trying to make a point for this week, which is how to actually get data from links using Beautiful Soup. There are a couple ways. You can either get the entire tag, like I did here with the actual image, or you can basically use something like we did with the get links version of things. The benefit of this particular approach is it's more specific, so you don't have to filter through as many potential data outputs, which may be more accurate. Since potentially, if you're getting something like images, you might get a lot of extra images that you may not necessarily want. So you have to check a lot of things to see if they're true. In this case, we go specifically to the type of tag we want with the attributes that we want and get the specific data, so the link in this case. Whereas in the web scrape example, we got all the IMG tags, all the image tags, but then we filtered through a bunch of if statements to see if which one actually had the specific type of information we wanted. In this case, so if it wasn't in finds.org.uk images, we would get rid of it. If it had thumbnails, we would get rid of it. If it had medium, we would then slightly change it a little bit to get rid of the medium, and then basically printing the links and then downloading the URL. So we had a slightly more complicated process, let's just say. So we could have changed that by simply doing a find all command, not only with the image, but also adding the attributes like we did in the get link. So that's the main difference between the two. Just trying to show you different ways. So you can add attributes as one of the things that you input into the find all command for Beautiful Soup. The other examples are more or less comparable. They're using also ways of getting links as well as getting specific data from those links using different means or methods. So you'll see some examples of that. They use different attributes. Sometimes they're more specific, like the class in the example of BM links module. So go ahead and take a look at those. And also take a look at the Beautiful Soup website to see what kind of inputs you need for the find or find all command, whichever one you decide to use. So that's what I recommend for this week. And you can see basically this week all we're doing is allowing or creating some basic way to scrape data from websites, download it, and then output it if we need to. So then we can then begin to populate databases as we had discussed in previous weeks.